I hope you had a good day today. I actually had a way better day than yesterday. I woke up early as I planned, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I was really tired this morning. I slept for, I think, 4 or 5 hours. But that was intentional because I wanted to fix my sleep schedule. So now it's uh, 9:40 in the evening. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna go to sleep in a minute after I record this video. Um, so yeah, I think I succeeded in fixing my sleeping schedule quite fast too. And this morning I was so dopamine deficient. Like I'm not even kidding. I just felt so bad and hopeless because for the last weeks, months, I've been always on my phone, always on Instagram, scrolling reels, looking at stories, whatever. Scrolling YouTube on my computer, scrolling Twitter on my phone and on my computer, like constantly whenever I felt bad or had any challenge in front of me, I just went to Twitter instantly. So the program I had installed in my brain was completely fucked. So yesterday I uninstalled all the shit apps that I didn't want on my phone, except Instagram for posting reels for my client, but that hasn't been a problem yet because I've, hid it and I have my phone on grayscale and I also had it locked away the entire day. And then also I have blocked YouTube and Twitter on my computer, or yeah, I removed the recommended page on YouTube so I can still search for like information if I would need it. But yeah, apart from that, like I've been completely dopamine fasting, I guess you could tell it. This morning was really tough. Like I got the things done that I wanted to get done this morning. I drilled the script, I watched some sales content, I did a mock call, which I'm gonna get to in a minute, which went really good. But like the like I had to stimulate myself in some way, and so I drank like 4 coffees this morning just to like have something to feel something on my tongue, just to stimulate me, if you get what I mean. um and it even got to a point where I felt so fucking hopeless, and I had to search up like Alex Becker monk mode, and I watched a video about him talking about like dopamine detoxing and stuff like that to get some hope back in my mind. But yeah, it actually really helped, and I think it was a good way to save myself in that moment. But yeah, otherwise, I felt really good, especially after my mock call I did with this really cool guy from the sales program. It went really well. Well, there's a lot of things I could improve on, no doubt, but it was such a drastic improvement from my first mock call that went like shit. Like here, I felt very calm. I understood the process a bit more, and I had drilled the script a bit more, so I felt more comfortable pitching and stuff like that. So that was great, and you know, I really attribute that to uh, the way I reviewed and trained after my first mock call, because I did my first mock call, and then I reviewed it, and I drilled the parts didn't, uh, where I was weaker, and then I went into the next mock call and I did really well. And also a really big change that I made was not being so nervous on the call and just, relaxing. The guy I did the mock call with was a really cool guy, so that helped. It's so amazing to see like where taking feedback and implementing it can take you. Uh, like this really gave me some type of hope for the future in some way. But then again, I can't let it give me too much confidence because there was a lot of problems there too. So I still want to stay humble, like more humble than I think I should be, to learn and keep implementing feedback and stuff like that. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna review that call first thing and see what I could do better. I already know some things. But yeah, see what more things I can do better, and then I'm gonna take that information and I'm gonna drill the parts in the script I was weak at, and then I'm gonna watch some sales courses and I'm gonna improve there too. And then I have some mock calls later that day, so yeah, that if everything goes correctly, I should be a little bit better on them than yesterday's or today's call, my bad. And I really think feedback is like the most important part of this, because the only thing between me and earning 10k per month in closing, or 5k, because that's my goal this 90 days. The only difference between me and 5k per month in closing or setting, like, doesn't matter. My point is, the only gap I need to bridge is my knowledge gap. And the way I bridge that knowledge gap is by going through the feedback loop. And this is the feedback loop. I've drawn it here. So I think you can see that the only thing between me and those 5k per month is going through this cycle. Two variables that are most important here are like how many reps I do, like how many times I go through this cycle, but also how much feedback I take and implement from each trip, so to speak. It's the mock call that I'm getting feedback on and then improving, and yeah. So when you put it simply like that, it's really self-explanatory what I need to do, and it's really clear. And I also think that when it seems simple, you're usually quite close to the truth in a weird way. And closer to truth means closer to success. Because yeah, like in my experience in my life, anytime life has felt simpler or what I should do has seemed simple, that's when my life has been the best and has changed for the best. Like when I've been thinking in simple terms in a weird way. I think it's called first principle thinking, like you really just look at the core of what is this problem and what are the raw variables, what's the actual root, so to speak. For example, this is quite a personal one, but in my relationship that I broke off 3 weeks ago at this point, we were misaligned. We didn't really have the same goals and we didn't really have the same values. And that was like the simple first principles of this problem. And when I thought simply about the problem, like, okay, what's the easy solution? Break up. But it was complicated so much by emotions, you know, all the chemicals that come from fucking each other and stuff like that. And yeah, I think when you're in that emotional realm and emotional way of thinking, everything seems so complicated. Like there's no right or wrong. And I think that's the wrong way of viewing life, because there must be right or wrong. Must be, like, because there's only one truth, even though we perceive the truth as different things, like every single one of us. There is only one truth that we're all acting on, or like that we're all perceiving. So there must be some type of right or wrong, I think. And in my experience, every time I've been thinking of that way, where it's like black and white, like it's simple, it's 1 or 0, it's right or wrong. Like, if you just think about it logically, a relationship where you don't have the same goals and you don't have the same values, that's just going to shit. Everyone knows that. Then, as I said, it gets complicated with emotions, but emotions are so fucking fleeting. I don't know. Maybe she'll find someone in 6 months and she'll say I was a dickhead, and she'll have forgot about me, and I don't know, her idea of me is completely tainted by her demonizing me in her head. And then, like, what was all the love and the emotions for? It was just fleeting. So why would I ever make a decision based off those emotions instead of, like, the true right choice based on the first principles? I'm not even an expert at this whole first principle thinking thing, but I've been like starting to, but like I've started to hear that word first principle thinking from different sources, and I was like, yeah, maybe that's what I should call it. And it put a label on like an idea I've had for a while. And that's also why I get annoyed when people say to me, it's not black and white, like it's complicated, it's gray, it's a gray area. Like, how can you say it's black and white? That's so wrong of you. But it's like, what's the fucking alternative? Like, saying that it's complicated and never making a decision because you can't make a decision because it's complicated, and you're indecisive for 6 months, waste 6 months of your life and her life, and no, what the fuck? There's no point in that. Like, you gotta make decisions, and you gotta view it as black and white somewhere to make that decision. So yeah, that was just a little bit of a rant, or rationalizing my behavior. But yeah, after that mock call that went well, I had to kind of calm down, say to myself, look, tomorrow's a new day. You won't carry this win into tomorrow, so let it be. And then I kind of dropped it. But I'm definitely starting to get in a little bit more like inherent confidence and calmness in the sales situations and on the sales calls and everything. So that's great. I'm really happy about that. But yeah, then the afternoon was a little less productive. I was doing some content. I edited yesterday's video and posted it too. I did some reading, but only like 10 pages. And I honestly think the problem was it was a bit less clear what I was supposed to do then. And then your brain chooses the easiest option, of course, which was to mess around, read a page here and there, and edit fucking video, edit out the dead spaces and post it. So I need to work on the afternoon, and I think like having a workout midday between the sales part of my day and the content part of my day is the way to go, because it really helps me reset my mind. And then I also had a late group training call today at 8 to 9. So, or from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And I have those like 2-3 times per week. So I think it makes sense to go to sleep at about 10 every day and wake up at 7 every day. So that I can be on those calls, because I don't really have any other times that I need to adapt to. Before, when I was in school, I used to wake up at 5:30 to have some time for myself before school, but now I have the whole day for myself essentially, so it should be fine waking up at 7. I don't know though, maybe we'll see. Maybe there's something inherent about waking up at 5, but we'll see. Yeah, I've been starting to think about what my ideal routine is, and I think it's somewhere along the lines of, dedicating myself to sales in the morning, being really effective, running or going to the gym during the midday to reset my mind, and then doing content and maybe like self-development learning in the evening, something like that. And yeah, or like in the evening slash afternoon, I mean. But yeah, then I probably have some more time left over then. And maybe that would be on expanding my personal brand, like starting to build my personal brand into a company. Like, I don't know what that would be long term, honestly. But yeah, I think it's definitely split into two, like the sales part of my day and the content part of my day. But like, I don't want to split my focus, but at the same time, like, I think I can. I don't know if that's weird. Um, I think I should be able to achieve success in both sales and with my client and in my own content at the same time. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. Worst case scenario, I learned something and I'm better and I'm smarter and wiser from it. Yeah, that's it. I hope you had a good day today. I hope you'll have a good day tomorrow. I hope you've planned out your day tomorrow already in beforehand so that you don't end up doing nothing. And yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I actually am. I think the dopamine is coming back. Alright, man. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow.